Hello and welcome to another episode of Soap Goes to the Oscars. This is episode 64. I'm recording on January 24th, 2025. And forgive me, I am sick. So you're going to hear this voice for the next couple of episodes. Probably sounds better than the regular voice, more of a radio voice. But yeah, you're going to have to deal with it. So this is still the 1936 Oscars, the ninth ceremony. And the movie I watched this time was called Three Smart Girls. I rented this one from Apple TV and it was $4.27. And I will read a little bit of the Wikipedia about it and give you my thoughts. So, Three Smart Girls is a 1936 American musical comedy film directed by Henry Koster and starring Barbara Reed, Nan Gray, Deanna Durbin, her feature film debut, and Ray Milland. The film's screenplay was written by Adele Comandini and Austin Parker and is about three sisters who travel to New York City to prevent their father from remarrying. The three plot to bring their divorced parents back together again. And that just right there, like as I started watching it, I was immediately reminded of like Parent Trap, which obviously probably pulled from this. Obviously, not the other way around since this came first. But yeah, it was very reminiscent of that, or vice versa. So this was Deanna Durbin's feature film debut, and it began an 8-year span of successful musicals and spawned two sequels, Three Smart Girls Grow Up and Hers to Hold. Cinematography by Joseph A. Valentine, edited by Ted J. Kent. Production company and distribution by Universal Pictures. Released on December 20th, 1936, with a runtime of 84 minutes. Basic plot. Three sisters living in Switzerland hear their father is going to marry a younger woman in New York. They travel there to stop it. Their plan involves getting a man to seduce her father's fiancée. They accidentally hire a genuinely rich man who falls for one of the sisters. The film was based on an original story. It's purchased for Universal by Adele Comandini. The film became a vehicle for 13-year-old Jeannie Dante, who had been on Broadway and Call It a Day. The film was produced by Harry John Brown, who had recently joined Universal from Warner's. Joe Pasternak wanted Judy Garland for Durbin's role, but Garland's home studio, MGM, wouldn't loan her out for the picture. However, Joe would produce 4 Garland films when he moved to MGM. Durbin was picked up from MGM after a short film every Sunday, co-starring Garland. MGM dropped Durbin's contract, freeing her to do Three Smart Girls. In July 1936, Deanna Durbin appeared alongside Dante with Henry Koster to direct. By August, Dante had dropped out, and the three girls were to be played by Durbin, Nan Gray, and Barbara Reed. Benny Barnes signed to play the vamp. Ray Milland was a last-minute replacement for Lewis Hayward, who was originally cast but fell ill shortly of pleurisy 4 days into filming. Replacement was made in September. The movie came out in December. That's crazy. Received Academy Award nominations for Best Picture, Best Sound, and Best Original Story. So, my thoughts. This one will probably be pretty short, but I did like the movie. It was fun. It was, it's a comedy. And again, I think musical is a bit of a stretch with some of these older movies. Like they have songs here and there, but it's certainly not, something you see like we might consider a musical now, like say Wicked as a film, where it's a lot of songs. This was just like a handful of songs here and there. But overall, it was pretty good. It was fun. The actresses were all good. The guy playing the father was good, and the guy playing the rich man that falls for one of the daughters, he was pretty good too. Some good, comedy, a little bit of not really like slapstick, but a little bit of physical comedy too. And I think again, I say this a lot, I know, but there's 10 movies nominated this time around, and I just think a movie like this probably made it in because it was a wider range available for nominations. Where once you get into the 5 per year, times there, a movie like this, maybe it gets in, maybe it doesn't, but it just feels like one that might have slipped through if there were only 5 nominations. This round of movies, I think I've liked every one of them. Live Old Lady. Yeah, I think so far I've liked all of these movies. And I would add this one to the list, not at the top maybe, but I think Dodsworth, the last one, was still probably my favorite so far. So we'll see how it goes going forward. But yeah, keep this one short. That's all I got for it. See you next time.